The Dartford Crossing, it's a lifeline for many connecting Essex and Kent, but for drivers it can also be a source of stress. The Dartford Crossing charges are notorious. Many motorists fall foul of the system. This can lead to hefty penalty charge notices, or PCNs. These unexpected bills can quickly escalate, causing worry and financial strain. The system is supposed to be simple, but it's far from it. Many drivers unknowingly make mistakes. They forget to pay, miss payment deadlines, or experience technical glitches. Even a simple change of address can trigger a cascade of PCNs if not updated correctly. These charges are no joke. They can quickly snowball into thousands of pounds. This is money that many people simply don't have. The stress and anxiety this causes can be overwhelming. But there is hope. There are ways to fight back against unfair PCNs, and there are people who can help you do it. Maria is a hard-working nurse from Essex. She dedicates her life to caring for others, often working long hours at the hospital. She uses the Dartford Crossing regularly for work and to visit family. The crossing is a vital link for her, saving her time and making her commute more manageable. When she moved house, she made sure to update her details with the Dart charge system, or so she thought. She meticulously filled out the forms, believing everything was in order. Unbeknownst to Maria, there was a glitch. The system failed to register her new address, leading to a cascade of issues. Her payment method wasn't properly updated. This meant that every time she crossed, the toll wasn't being paid. She continued to use the crossing, unaware that each journey was racking up a fine. Each trip added to a growing debt she didn't know existed. By the time she realized what was happening, she was facing over £10,000 in PCNs. The shock was overwhelming. The thought of owing so much money was terrifying. Maria felt a deep sense of dread and anxiety. Maria was already struggling to make ends meet. The added financial burden seemed insurmountable. The thought of debt collectors and bailiffs filled her with dread. She feared losing her possessions and her peace of mind. Sleepless nights turned into weeks. The stress was unbearable. She couldn't focus on her work or her patients. She tried to contact the Dart charge authorities but got nowhere. Each call ended in frustration. The automated system was impersonal and unhelpful. It felt like she was talking to a wall. She felt lost and alone. The weight of the situation was crushing her spirit. Just when things seemed hopeless, Maria found a lifeline. An unexpected email brought a ray of hope. She discovered a team of specialists who help people challenge unfair PCNs. They were her last hope. They listened to her story, reviewed her case, and offered a glimmer of hope. For the first time in months, Maria felt a sense of relief. Maria's story is not unique. She, like many others, found herself caught in a web of confusion and frustration. Thousands of drivers fall victim to the complexities of the Dartford Crossing charging system each year. The system, while intended to streamline toll payments, often does the opposite. It's easy to make a mistake. A simple oversight, like missing a payment deadline, can set off a chain reaction of penalties. And once you're in the system, it can feel impossible to escape. The penalties and fines can quickly add up, creating a snowball effect. One of the biggest problems is the lack of clarity. The rules and regulations are not always straightforward. The website and signage can be confusing. Drivers often find themselves unsure of what steps to take next. Different payment methods have different deadlines. This inconsistency can trip up even the most diligent drivers, and the consequences of missing a payment are not always clear. Many drivers are unaware of the severe penalties they could face. Technical glitches are another common issue. The system is not foolproof and often fails at critical moments. The Dart Charge website and app have been known to crash. This leaves drivers in a lurch, unable to make timely payments. Payments sometimes fail to go through. This can result in unexpected fines and penalties, and system errors can lead to incorrect charges. Disputing these errors can be a time-consuming and frustrating process. Then there's the issue of communication. The lack of timely notifications can leave drivers in the dark. The Dart charge authorities often fail to notify drivers of missed payments promptly. This delay can result in mounting fines. This means that fines can quickly accumulate, turning a small oversight into a major financial headache. The stress and anxiety can be overwhelming. It's a system that seems designed to catch people out. The lack of transparency and support only adds to the frustration, but it doesn't have to be this way. With better communication and a more user-friendly system, these issues could be significantly reduced. Section 4. Fighting back. How to challenge a Dartford Crossing PCN. If you've received a Dartford Crossing PCN, don't panic. There are several steps you can take to challenge it. The first thing you need to do is act quickly. You usually have 28 days to challenge a PCN. Start by gathering evidence. This includes your payment history, any correspondence with DartCharge, and any other relevant documentation. Next, you need to write a formal representation to DartCharge, explaining why you believe the PCN is unfair. Be clear and concise in your writing. Use bullet points to highlight key points, and make sure you include all relevant evidence. If your initial representation is rejected, don't give up. You can escalate your case to an independent tribunal. This is where having professional help can make all the difference. Section 5. Evidence is key. Building a strong case for your appeal. When challenging a Dartford Crossing PCN, evidence is everything. The more comprehensive and detailed your evidence, the better your chances of overturning the penalty charge notice. The more evidence you have to support your case, the stronger your chances of success. This means gathering every piece of relevant documentation and presenting it in a clear and organized manner. This is where a meticulous approach is crucial. Being thorough and methodical can make a significant difference in the outcome of your appeal. Start by gathering all correspondence from DartCharge. This includes every letter and notice you have received. This includes the original PCN, any reminder letters and any other communications, and any responses to your representations. Each piece of correspondence can provide crucial context and support for your case. Make sure you keep everything in chronological order. This helps to create a clear timeline of events which can be very persuasive. Next, gather any evidence related to your Dartford Crossing journeys. This can include a variety of documents and records. This could include payment receipts, bank statements, credit card statements, and any other proof of payment. And journey history from your DartCharge account. Make sure to print or save screenshots of your journey history. If you experience technical difficulties with the website or app, document these issues thoroughly. Make a note of the date, time, and details of the issue. This information can be vital in explaining any discrepancies and details of the issue. Be as specific as possible to provide a clear picture of what happened. Screenshots can also be helpful. They provide visual proof of the problems you encountered. If your circumstances changed, such as a change of address or vehicle ownership, gather evidence to support this. This can include official documents and forms. Gather evidence to support this. Every piece of documentation can help build a stronger case. Remember, every piece of evidence could be crucial to your case. The more detailed and organized your evidence, the better your chances of a successful appeal. Section 6. Don't go it alone, the power of professional expertise. Challenging a Dartford Crossing PCN can be a daunting process. The system is complex, the paperwork is confusing, and the stakes are high. That's why it's often beneficial to seek professional help. A specialist solicitor or PCN appeals service can navigate the intricacies of the system on your behalf. They understand the law, the procedures, and the arguments that are most likely to succeed. They can help you build a strong case, draft compelling representations, and represent you at any tribunal hearings. They can also negotiate with DartCharge on your behalf, potentially securing a reduction in your fine or even having it cancelled altogether. Most importantly, they can provide peace of mind during a stressful time. Knowing that you have an expert on your side can alleviate anxiety and allow you to focus on other important aspects of your life. Section 7, from stress to relief, success stories and a brighter future. The good news is that many Dartford Crossing PCNs are successfully challenged. With the right evidence and expert guidance, you have a good chance of overturning an unfair charge. Remember Maria, the hard-working nurse facing £10,000 in fines? With the help of a specialist PCN appeal service, she was able to prove that the charges were issued in error. Her case was dropped and she received a full refund for any payments she had made. Maria's story is just one of many. Every year, countless drivers are relieved of the burden of unfair PCNs thanks to the efforts of dedicated professionals. If you're facing a mountain of Dartford Crossing charges, don't despair. There is hope. Seek professional help, build a strong case, and fight for your rights. You might be surprised by the outcome.